Welcome back to the Freddy Hustle. Today, we're tearing down the biggest myth in modern finance, the six-figure salary. We were raised to believe that making $100,000 a year was the golden ticket to freedom, but in 2026, it's the new survival mode. If you're earning six figures and still checking your bank balance before buying groceries, you aren't doing anything wrong. You're simply playing a game where the rules were changed overnight, and nobody bothered to send you the memo. Let's look at the numbers. In the 1990s, $100,000 had the purchasing power of nearly $250,000 today. Back then, you were a king. Today, you're just a taxpayer in a high-rent district trying to keep your head above water. The first thief is the tax ghost. On a $100,000 salary, you never actually see $100,000. After federal, state, and local taxes, you're lucky to take home $70,000. That's nearly 30% of your life's energy gone before you even touch it. Now comes the biggest predator, housing. If you're making $100,000, you're likely in a city where a decent two-bedroom costs $3,500 a month. That's $42,000 a year just for a roof over your head. Your landlord is the real winner in your career. People call it rent, but in 2026, it's more like a ransom. You're paying more in rent than your parents paid for their entire mortgage on a four-bedroom house. You are effectively paying off someone else's asset while yours remains at zero. Then there's transportation. The average new car payment has crossed $700 a month. Add insurance and gas, and you're looking at $1,000 a month just to get to the office to earn the money to pay for the car. It's a circular trap. Let's talk about the professional tax. To maintain a $100,000 job, you're expected to look the part. Expensive haircuts, business casual wardrobes, and dry cleaning. It's a subscription to a lifestyle you might not even enjoy, just to keep your seat at the table. If you have children, the $100,000 dream officially becomes a nightmare. Daycare costs in 2026 are averaging $2,000 per month per child. For many families, one parent is essentially working for free just to pay the nanny or the learning center. You're working 40 to 60 hours a week, stressed and exhausted, only to realize that after fixed costs, you have less discretionary income than a 22-year-old living with three roommates. The middle class has become the working poor with better titles. Grocery stores are the new front line of inflation. We used to spend $400 a month on food. Now a simple trip to the store for the basics costs $250. When high-quality protein and fresh produce become luxuries, your six-figure salary is clearly broken. And don't forget the convenience tax. When you're overworked at your $100,000 job, you don't have time to cook or clean. You pay for DoorDash, Uber, and convenience services. You are trading your high-value time for high-priced, low-quality solutions. Healthcare is another massive sinkhole. You're paying $600 a month for a premium plan, but you still have a $5,000 deductible. You're one minor injury away from financial ruin, despite being in the top 15% of earners in the country. Social media makes it worse. You see people on your feed with the same income taking trips to Bali and buying designer gear. What you don't see is the $50,000 in high-interest credit card debt that funds those 10-second clips. This creates a comparison trap. You feel like a failure because you're saving for your future instead of spending for your ego. But remember, a wealthy person is someone who owns assets, not someone who owns expensive trash. The system wants you in debt because debt is the ultimate leash. If you have a massive mortgage, a car loan, and credit card balances, you can't quit your job. You are a modern-day sharecropper, working the corporate field for the banks. So how do we escape? The first step is radical transparency. You have to look at your bank statement and admit that your lifestyle is a performance you can no longer afford. It's time to kill the ego before it kills your future. You need to live like you make $50,000, not $100,000. This is the only way to build a freedom fund. Every dollar you don't spend on a trendy dinner is a brick in the wall that will eventually protect you from the system. Stop investing in stuff and start investing in stability. Cash flow is king in 2026. Whether it's dividends, a small side business, or a rental property, you need income that doesn't require you to sit in a cubicle for 10 hours a day. Lower your fixed costs ruthlessly. Can you move to a cheaper zip code? Can you drive a reliable 10-year-old car instead of a leased SUV? These small changes save thousands of dollars a month, money that can be used to buy your freedom. The messy middle we talked about in the last video is even harder when you're earning $100,000 because the expectations are higher. Don't let society's version of success dictate your financial reality. Your net worth is more important than your network. Remember the power of compound interest. Every $1,000 you save and invest today is worth 10 times that in the future. In 2026, the gap between those who own assets and those who only own expenses is becoming a canyon. Wealth building isn't a sprint, it's a marathon where the environment is actively trying to make you trip. Stay focused on your own lane. You don't need a luxury life right now. You need a secure life forever. The $100,000 poverty trap is real, but it's not inescapable. It starts with a mindset shift. Stop being a consumer and start being a producer. Protect your income, invest your surplus, and stop caring what the neighbors think. If you're ready to stop pretending and start winning the real financial game, hit that subscribe button. We're building real wealth and exposing the lies of the middle class collapse every week. Welcome to the hustle. Let's get to work.